Your Vuselela B media-wise adventure begins here. 3 easy steps to take you from zero to hero. Step 1. Watch the weekly update videos from your cell phone on Boza or every week on your community TV station to learn how you, yes you, can become a mobile movie maker. Step 2. Make a 1-minute movie on your cell phone. Step 3. Enter Vuselela B yourself. And you could stand a chance of being the host of a TV show for a day, a fully paid bursary to Boston Media House, and great weekly prizes. This is Be a Mobile Movie Maker with JoJo. Guys, today is D-Day. You're confront to MXO. And yeah, angabe show ukuthi lento engiyenza ayilungile. Kodwa ke, think about it. If I don't do any more research, the story is not going to go anywhere. 40. Damhla ngirealize ukuthi MXO, the drug dealer, is in my history class. What? I mean, ufike nini eclassini lami and bengipanika, nervous, ngingazi ukuthi ngizozenzani. Kodwa ke, ngakhama down, ngacabanga ukuthi lalela la ntombazana. This is your only chance to confront him. So, ngabhali note ukuthi, listen, we need to talk, meet me on the fields. Ngamnika yona. And obviously, angizange ayenze eye contact when they were passing the note down, but I could feel his eyes on the back of my head. Ngiyazi nje ukuthi bengibhekile ngo emehlweni. Guys, mhlawumbe I shouldn't do this. I mean, buka, ngithukile. My palms are sweaty. And what if something happens to me? Ngizoyenzani manje umfana engangikwazi? Kodwa uThabo khona ngithi, I mean, she did just send me a message kuBoza engitshela ukuthi she's ready. Ulindile laphana in the bush with the cell phone to capture the confession and my possible murder. Yeah, ngiyazi mhlawumbe nginehaba, kodwa ke a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Yes, Linda MX, it's making me think about my own story. Ukuthi, there's certain questions that I need to ask and certain questions that I need to answer. Ngenze sure ukuthi ngiziphendulile zonke. I think someone's coming. Millingham. Hi. I'm JoJo.
Yeah, the smoker. Enhlekweni ufunani? Ufuna inkauza?
No thanks. I have something that you might have been looking for.
Yini?
Uthi, you kind of bumped into me the other day. And
wena! Who do you think I am, wena? Eh? Do you think I'm a drug dealer?
No, Uguti, I was just...
Phuma kimi nendaba zami zokugula la.
Kodwa
Uzoyitshela nale impintshi zakhe ehlezi ngibhekile lapha. Otherwise
Guys, sengimoshile. I've totally messed things up. Yimlo ngicabanga ukuthi MX is the bad guy nangokuthi I need to expose him. And then he said to me, I must let him deal with his own health issues. Kazi ngizoyenza njani? I mean, what if he has HIV? Ngizomthini ke mina? I feel so horrible. Sengiyenzeni kodwa. Futhi, I don't know anything about this boy. Angazi ukuthi uyenzani ngalama drugs nokuthi wathathephi. And why is he so angry? Yabona, he let Debs store. Angazi nix mina. Futhi ke, it's making me think about my own story. Ukuthi, I need to have all the right questions, ngiphinde ngithole all the right answers. Hey, ubhuti kaThabi. Mus angithi yena you know it all. So kumele ayazi nale ke. Uthi ngiyombuza.
In any story, right, you basically have 5 building blocks. That's your what, that's your where, that's your when, that's your who, and your how.
You've lost me.
See, when we ask these questions, it helps the writer see if what he's writing makes sense, you know. I mean, I use questions in my own writing to just make it interesting and engaging to the audience. Tell me, do you know what the word relevant means?
Something that makes sense to you?
Yeah, you could say that, but I'd rather you say that everything's connected, because that's really what it is. In a story, everything has to be relevant to everything. Nothing happens for nothing. You look blank, so let's take an example. Say here's Valencia Miele, right? She's 16 years old and she stays in Katlehong, and she's about to go to long distance tryouts, provincial tryouts in Soweto. But the problem now is that she doesn't have any running shoes. Now, determined to win, she decides she's gonna run barefoot, and she runs through the hard road, and what do you know? She wins the race. Now, let's break our questions down. Okay, the first one, the where. Remember, when you choose your where, you have to think about the whole story. What relevance does your place or your location have to the whole story? Now, let me ask you, why do you think that she had to be in a high school in Katlehong?
Well, Anita at the provincial tryouts, all the best schools from Jersey will be there. But Uvalenja comes from a disadvantaged background, so she's used to running on bad roads.
Now, our what? Our what looks at what the character is going through in the whole story, right? It identifies the problem of the story. And in this case, Valencia is struggling to get over a disadvantage that she was facing.
Yeah, she thought that having running shoes would help her win the race, but it's actually her determination. But
exactly. Now, we look at our who. Our who looks at who the characters in the story are. And in our little example, Valencia was the main character of the story. Now we look at the when, and the when really looks at when this whole thing is happening. And remember, when you choose your when, you have to think about what time is really important to the character, because that's what makes a great story. And in this case, she was about to go through provincial tryouts, and this was really an important time in her life. So when you choose your when, you have to think what relevance it does have to the story as a whole.
Yeah, Njengo Valencia, Angithi, she's been working really, really hard up until this point, and I'm a child ayenzeka kanye ngonyaka, so she only has one chance at it.
Exactly. Now, we look at our how. And this looks at how this whole thing happened and how the character is going to overcome it. And we know that she thought that she was at a disadvantage, but she really wasn't, because she was, at this time, used to running in less privileged circumstances, and her competition was not. So what was a disadvantage to her tend to become an advantage at the end.
All you're trying to tell me is that I need to ask myself certain questions and yenze sure ukuthi indaba yami yenza sense.
Exactly. You have it.
You're the best. Ngiyabonga mandla. Sure, guys, what a day. So, ngikhulume noMandla namhlanje, and he helped me think about how I should approach this whole MX issue and my story as well. So, Luguti, there's a couple of questions that I need to ask myself before ngiyenze story sami. Also, I really need to do this well. Ngoba ngendlela izinto ezihamba ngayo, this competition is the only thing that could possibly lift my spirits. So, njengoba ngishilo, mina noMandla sikhulume ngalezi zinto, the 5 building blocks of storytelling. So, we need to look at where, what, who, when, and how. So, okokuqala, where. Lapha sibheka setting. Define the place where your story is happening. Okwesibili, what. What is going on? Abalingisi bakho babhekana neni kulesi story sakho. And then kuno who. Who are your characters and what makes them unique? Bese sibheka when. When does the story happen? At a particular time, season, mhlambe at a particular event. Kodwa kumele ucabange ukuthi malento yenzeka ku when ieda kanjani ivelu kuso sonke istory sakho. Then of course sigcina ngo how. How did the event happen? And futhi, how did the characters react to this? So guys, basically we need to look at the relevance of all these questions. Where, what, who, when, and how. So, ngicabanga ukuthi yona into kumele niyenze nini. Look at your idea or your topic and put in the 5 building blocks. So ask yourself where, what, who, when, and how. Bese, put it into your story and it should be more awesome. Kodwa-ke guys, mina ave ngilambile futhi gogo yenze ishikini ngale. So ngisayodla, ngizonibona kusasa.